G'day and welcome back to Ultramarines from Scratch, episode 91, I think, maybe 92. I think it's 91. So this week has been a hell of a week. I had a big apoc, a 10,000 point apoc game, the debut of Guilliman, and that went surprisingly well, I thought. I was very fucking happy with that. Did that on Sunday, played Ultramarines versus bloody... Space Wolves and Ravenguard. And yeah, it was a long-ass fucking game. Freaking the first turn with 10,000 points on the table, it took close to bloody 3 hours. The second turn was about 2 hours. And then I had to call it at the end of third turn because I had to get home and bring food home for the wife. So we didn't actually get it finished, but I could tell at the end of the game, well, when we called it, which way it was heading, and it wasn't heading to victory to me. What we did do that was interesting, though, is we played one of the scenarios from the Beta Garmin book, the hilltop for Mangul Garaz, whatever the fuck it's called, where the two bloody Primarchs sit at the front and they punch the living fuck out of each other while the armies fight around them. And that's what we did. So I had Guilliman and corax, and the armies were freaking absolutely fucking slaughtering each other. The first round was just so many wounded and devastated fucking losses on both sides. But in the centre of it, Guilliman and corax were beating the piss out of each other, and it was sort of in Guilliman's favour because corax is a sort of hit and run dude. He runs up in his jetpack, goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do, take a swing if you can, and then darts back. Do-do-do-do-do-do, darts back. And that's his thing, so you can't charge him. And if you shoot him, he gets to charge you. But if they're sitting in combat like that, he doesn't get any of his little advantages, and it's just no charge advantage, no nothing. They just beat the living piss out of each other. And Guilliman won in the first round of combat. Corax laid in, did 1 wound. Guilliman laid in with the mighty handed Dominion, his big power fist, and he just squitted fucking corax in round 1. Admittedly, Nick got some absolutely piss poor rolls, 4 2s, a couple of 1s, and God knows what else, but just flubbed everything. And yeah, corax got squitted. Then, of course, he took ultimate revenge because while my dude was in the middle, the moment I killed corax, he could charge me. So he charged me. He came in this side with those Ravenguard special Terminators, and this side come in with Space Wolves Vargier Terminators, and just fucking stomped me into the sink. But yeah, it was a great game. Just a pity I had to call it. I hate calling the game early, but it was definitely heading towards a Space Wolf Ravenguard victory. The rest of the week, I've finished a unit of Inductii. You see they're not on the table over. They're actually, I'll just grab them real quick. Over here. 1, Sergeant, a dude, special weapon. They've come up real good. They're currently just drying on the base and texture. Then I'll give them a varnish. I'll gloss up the mud, make it nice and wet, put on some tufts and do the base. They're just up there out of the way. But I really like this fucking Mark III armour. That looks spectacular to me. These are the new decals I got made by a fella in Germany. They're a little bit bigger than the ones on the sheet, I think, by about 1 mil. It doesn't sound like much, but I can actually get the lightning strikes to actually hit both sides of the armour and not look forward or to the spack or the forward of the actual shoulder plate. I've also taken the time to put a smaller than usual ultramarine toilet seat on the shoulder pad because they're not real Marines yet. They're like Inductii. They've been, fast-paced Marines, so they haven't proven themselves like a normal pleb. So they get the small ultramarine Omega symbol until they've proven themselves and can move up to be a normal pleb. But yeah, these they come in units of 10, normal tactical Marines. They lose Heart of the Legion. They get, for every 5 men, you get a special weapon. This unit has 2 flamers. And then they, instead of Heart of the Legion, they get that I do not take modifiers for negative modifiers for leadership tests. So this little unit's going to run up, get on an objective, sit on that objective, protect that objective, and if they get wiped out, then I'm not going to piss bloody tears because it's only 100 and something points. And that's the whole point of them. I did make, yonks ago, I think they were in a video, I did make 40 of them. I have 10 of them done, and for the absolute life of me, I cannot find where the fucking other 30 are. I know they're in this room, and I've cleaned the room, and I cannot fucking find them. So, fuck knows where they are. I've made some progress with the tanks. The guns are all put together. They've been rinsed and readied. A little bit of highlighting done. They've just got to get their edges done. I've started moving on with the jump pack destroyers with Volkites, and they're coming along nicely. And a little bit on the work on the Emperor there, and I've started put together the next two things on my list, which are, fucking look at this, one Kratos with Volkite, autocannon Volkite, heavy fucking hunter killer, and bloody havoc launcher, and that's not enough. They come in groups of two with bolter, autocannon, super autocannon, hunter killer, and havoc launcher. I don't know if they're actually worth the fucking effort on points. I don't know if they're worth the effort on the table, but they look fucking fun. That's what I'm. They look fun. I'm really looking forward to painting them up, and yeah, they're just gonna. I don't know if they're worth a heavy shot. I don't know if they're going to be worth any points at all. But I'm just putting them together again. So I got another couple of heavy options, and just for fun. I know they're not good, but I'm still looking forward to fielding them and painting them up. Anyway, check out the end of this video. It's got the friggin' some pictures and some vids of the game I played. And yeah, that's it until next week. Sorry about the lateness of the video. Just life is getting hectic. I'll explain to you why a little bit later, and and hopefully everything works out. Anyway, give the missus a kiss. Love the lot of this. Give missus a kiss, and I'll see you later. Cheerio. Righto, let's go. So we had the two Primarchs in the centre freaking punching on, Corax and Guilliman, and the armies, 10,000 points on each side of armies, freaking lining up and freaking fighting around them. As I've got mass infantry and very few tanks, you can see that I have just swamped the fucking my side of the board. Fucking hell. I didn't have anything going into the buildings because I know my counterpart has a bloke called KD's Nex, and if you put anything in the buildings, then he magically appears in the buildings in the very first turn before anything and just attacks whatever unit he finds in the buildings. He's an absolute pain in the ass for a Ravenguard character player. And yeah, you don't fear him, but he's a fucking Jesus, he's a freaking hemorrhoid. Anyway, my tank blew up. The Terminators got out. I destroyed two. Oh no, this is his first turn. Sorry, they came in and freaking Volkites came in and the jet bikes and did a lot of damage there. The tank blew up. Those couple of tanks and that dread fucked up my grav cannons and my missile launchers here, which was bitter. He quickly took out all my strength 8 and better freaking units, like in the first turn with shooting, which is clever, I guess. He'd take out a bunch of my quad launchers, fuck them up. He destroyed, atomized my veterans with the Nemesis bolt rifles, and yeah, freaking, this was just his first turn shooting. I think this took about an hour. A terrible photo there, fucking excuse me. All right, and then we got into close combat, and Guilliman just pasted Corax in the first Ravenguard turn. You can see there Nick's rolls. All right, my turn. I moved in. I checked some of those. I shot some of those. I blew those freaking 3 little tanks out of the water. Just removing a little dodgy one that's still alive there. Now, Guilliman is about to be swamped by those Ravenguard special Terminators, and I tried to take out a bloody Contemptor with crack grenades and failed miserably. My Terminator's doing well at this end, and it was, yeah, it's a bloodbath, mate. Freaking just that. I think this is the end of the first turn. And this was about three and a half hours into the game, just the amount of rolling there. So, yeah, I'm about to get my absolute shit pushed in here because those Terminators are about to charge. And you'll see that Spartan there in the top left. That's the Space Wolf Spartan full of Vargier. This is when the planes entered the fray. Freaking the Storm Eagle and the Xiphon chasing it. And they lasted exactly one turn. I blew the Storm Eagle out of the sky, which was nice. That thing never gets anything off the ground. And this is where Guilliman dies. Freaking in and amongst freaking Terminators and freaking Leviathans. I do manage to clear out a good portion of this corner. Which was quite nice. You've still got a lot of dreadnoughts in the centre, but on the other end of the table, I've pretty much managed to clear out this end as well. Which so I've got them both sides are pretty much all. I've got the end of the table, but he's got a very strong centre force of Leviathan and all the big, heavy, scary fucking Terminators and a couple of freaking dreadnoughts in the building. This is about where we called it, to be honest, because it had been about 5 hours at this point, and I had to get home to the missus. I really, really hate that I freaking cut this game short. I really hate it. It feels so wrong when you do. But freaking time and family constraints have got to come first. Nick, it was an absolutely spectacular game, mate. I fucking loved it. I need to have more. And you are just a champion player, bud. And thank you to Beyond Dogdacy for letting us play on your immaculate tables. I just loved it. It was a great game. Thank you very fucking much.